Hi guys, for social studies today, we are going to be talking about the benefits and challenges of working together. So the good stuff and the bad stuff. We are going to focus on working together at school today. Throughout the week, we're going to talk about different settings where you might work together. So when you're working at school, some of the benefits are you might help students and teachers with communication skills. So working with other students or working with your teacher helps with your communication and ability to express your ideas or your needs. It can improve your personal self-confidence. Okay, so kind of working with their peers can help build your self-confidence, build your positive thoughts. It creates an enjoyable and comfortable environment. A lot of times people are really nervous to work by themselves, so being able to work with others is a little bit more comforting, especially if they're their peers. You can learn from and with your group. So maybe you have somebody that's really good at one skill and not so good at, and another person that's not so good at that skill. They can learn from each other. And then they can also learn together. So they might both have a little bit of a hard time with a concept, and they can learn from each other, learn with each other. And lastly, you can learn skills that will help you be successful as an adult. Most jobs you have when you're an adult require you to work with other people. And so, you know, by doing this as a kid at school, it's going to help you become more successful as an adult. So here, are some ideas or examples of children and teachers working together at schools. And so you can see here they're working together on, looks like some sort of assignment. Here you've got the teacher working with the kids, demonstrating how to do work. Again, you have kids working together on art projects. Here you've got some sort of actual like movement activity that you're doing as a group with the teachers. Here you've got kids that are working together telling about their artwork, but the teacher is also there to support them. And then also the play. Sometimes, you know, schools have plays or concerts, and the kids will work together with the adults. Now, there are challenges of working together at school. It can be very difficult to get an activity or project started. Sometimes kids just like to talk. And, you know, it's hard to get started. Or maybe some of you guys can't come up with the same idea. And so you just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. So maybe it takes a long time for that project to start. Everyone doesn't talk about or talk through their ideas for the activity. So, you know, you might have little Johnny, and Johnny doesn't want to talk about any of his ideas. So he just sits in quietly while Sarah and Joe do all the work. You know, they're going to talk about all the assignment, they're going to come up with their ideas, and they're going to share. But then Johnny might get frustrated because, you know, he didn't get to share his ideas, but, you know, Johnny also didn't participate. So it's kind of challenging when you're working together at school because knowing that balance of being able to share your ideas, but you also hear other people's ideas. There's also times when not all your group members will complete their portion of the assignment. You might tell student A to do the first page, student B to do the second page, and student C to do the third page. And when you come back to school the next day, student B might not have done their homework. And so, you know, now you've got part of your project missing. And, you know, that's definitely a challenge. You relied on someone, you trusted someone, but, you know, it just didn't work out. Only certain members might do their work and just others just sit and watch. That's kind of like the last one. You know, you're working together on a project at school, and maybe, you know, 2 of the 3 people are working, and then the other person's just hanging out, talking, or doing whatever they want to do. There might be arguments and disagreements. A lot of times when you're working together, you guys have different opinions or different ideas. So sometimes that can cause arguments or disagreements. And, you know, if you don't handle it the right way, then that could actually like really kind of ruin your group experience. You know, as a kid, dealing with arguments can be a really hard thing, especially when it's with peers, because you guys tend to be like kind of stubborn and really hard-headed and like want to stick with your idea, but, you know, you also have to take into consideration everybody else's ideas and opinions. And then also focusing on the assignment might be difficult. A lot of times if you're paired up with your friends, you want to talk about what you did at school last week or what you did on the playground, or, you're talking about what someone else said, or, maybe you're just talking or you're playing or you're doing things, and it's just really hard to focus on that assignment. So, there's lots of pros, there's lots of benefits, but there's also lots of challenges when working together at school. So here you can see, one person is doing the work and the other ones are kind of arguing, it looks like. This person looks like he's kind of daydreaming. He looks like he's kind of upset, like kind of mad, like, I don't want to do this. This person over here is playing with the materials and these people are actually working. This kid's on his phone. That's very frustrating. Same thing here. You've got a couple of people working on the assignment, and then you've got people over here playing on tablets and doing other things. And here it looks like, the two boys are working and the girls are just talking. So, these are very big challenges that you might have when you are working together at school. So what are some benefits and challenges you've had working together at school, and which do you prefer? Do you prefer to work by yourself, or do you prefer to work in a group? I want you to tell me of a time when you worked with somebody else. What were some of the good things and what were some of the bad things? You're going to actually type that into your assignment. When you're done with that, make sure you hit submit, and then you're done with social studies for today.